Hi everybody, it's Tony and I'm back with another video. Today is Saturday, November 11th, and I hope you're having a great weekend so far. I surely am. If you could do me a huge favor and hit the subscribe button down below, I'd greatly appreciate it. Maybe leave a like or a comment. If you have any questions about my personal journey or weight loss surgery in general, I would be glad to answer those for you. I might even make a separate video just to help out anybody else who is struggling with the decision on whether or not they should get weight loss surgery. And today I want to talk about a subject that's going to be difficult for you to deal with before and after your surgery, and that's food fatigue. It's a real thing, I'm telling you. And before I begin talking about this, I just want to let everybody know to please know my heart here. I'm not complaining about my situation. I'm not complaining about the fact that I have to eat a lot of the same things over and over. I'm really not. I'm very blessed to have food, to be able to afford or get the things that I can have. So I'm not trying to complain. I'm not complaining about my mom or anybody else who's cooked me food. This is not about complaining. This is about sharing with people who are about to have surgery what they can expect and the difficulties they're going to face. So I'm thankful to have food, but it can get tiring eating the same thing over and over, and you should be prepared for that before your surgery. And the first stage of that is going to come before your surgery, in which you're going to be on a liquid diet 1, 2, maybe 3 weeks before your surgery, depending on your doctor and their guidelines. And the biggest reason for that is to shrink your liver. And so when you're fasting, when you're drinking protein shakes, and you have a dinner at the end of the day, you're going to have some variability in your meals because Lean Cuisine has a variety of different dinners to choose from. But protein shakes, you're going to be drinking 3 of those suckers every single day for weeks. And you should find a protein drink that tastes good to you. For me, the Ensure Max Protein tastes really good. It tastes like chocolate milk. But they also have vanilla. They also have peach. There's a variety of different flavors that they have out there. So mix and match. Look for the ones that you think are delicious, because you're going to be stuck drinking protein shakes for months. And a lot of that is because of the protein in them. After your surgery, you're going to have to continue for a long time because you're not going to be able to get the vitamins, the nutrients, and the protein through your food. You're going to be able to eat very, very little. And what you do eat at first is going to be a liquid stage type food, so it's not going to be any type of protein at all. So the only protein you're going to be able to get is in your shakes. And proteins are going to be a huge part of your healing, of your muscle growth, of you getting through this process. So mix and match, choose the protein shake that tastes best for you, but you're going to be on that liquid diet, and it's to shrink your liver. Your liver is a huge organ inside your abdomen, and it actually overlaps your stomach. So in order for your doctor to be able to get down to your stomach, they're going to try to shrink your liver, because a lot of your fat stores in your liver, and when you become bigger, you get a fatty liver, and your liver just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. So in order to help you lose a bunch of weight before your surgery, to make the surgery safer, your doctor is going to try to shrink your liver that way. And cheating and trying to eat something before your surgery because you can't handle it is going to be very dangerous. It's going to add even more risk and complication to your surgery. So you can't cheat during this time. And you're going to really struggle because you're not benefiting from the surgery at this time. You're going to have an appetite. You're going to have your cravings. You're going to watch everybody eat the things that you want to eat. It's going to be tough, but you're going to have to stick with it until your surgery. After surgery, that is easier to handle, but you're not going to have a variety of different foods that you can eat. There's a very small list of things that you can eat during each stage. And the stages are clear liquids for about 2 days after your surgery. Then you're going to be on full liquids for about 2 weeks after your surgery. Then you're going to be on the puree stage between 2 to 4 weeks, depending on the type of surgery you had. I'm still a little confused on how long the puree stage lasts. I think for bypass patients, it's 2 weeks. But I think for sleeve, like I had, it's 3 to 4 weeks after your surgery. So it can be any number of days that you're just going to be stuck eating and drinking the same thing over and over. And when you're in that liquid stage, you can't have solids. You can have some cream of wheat or mashed potatoes, but it's going to be liquefied. And that's going to be pretty much the limit of what you can have. Maybe some cream soups. I've had cream of chicken, cream of asparagus, there's cream of mushroom. So there's a variety of cream soups that you can have, but nothing solid, nothing chunky. You're going to have to blend every single thing that you eat. And then when you graduate into the puree stage, you're still going to be able to eat that stuff, but you're only going to add a couple more things to that. I mean, foods that you can mash, like carrots, you'll be able to have. You can continue eating mashed potatoes and cream of wheat, but you can add some eggs as long as they're very well mixed together, maybe even smushed a little bit, blended really well, add some milk in there. So you can have eggs, you can have tuna. Tuna has to be blended really well. But my dietitian really told me a few days ago, after I had already started eating tuna, she goes, you shouldn't have been eating tuna until week 4, even though that's not in the manual that they gave me. So you're going to have to be really, really careful about what you eat, how much you eat, how chunky it is. You're going to have to chew a lot to make sure that you break it down. But my mom made me an egg this morning, and a lot of it is still in my bowl there. And it's not because I'm, ungrateful that she made me an egg. I only ate a few bites of it because I'm just sick of eating eggs. Because it's dry, you can't put ketchup on it, you can't put cheese on it, you can't wrap it in a tortilla or anything like that. So it's just a dry, cooked egg. And that's it. Maybe some salt and pepper on there, but when you eat that every single day, you're just not going to want to eat it anymore. You're going to want some variety, and it might start to make you sick. This morning, after a few bites, I started to feel a little nauseous. I'm like, I don't want any more egg. It's gross. So you might have to revert back to cream of wheat for the mornings. I'm trying to do more protein and less carbs. So that's why I've been kind of sticking to eating an egg and then maybe tuna or something like that for the afternoon. But it's just hard to do that every single day. And the reason why I'm sharing this with you is so that you can be prepared for what you're going to have to eat. Try to find as much variety as you can. They say that I can have beans and stuff like that, but I don't like beans. So I'm going to try carrots. I'm going to try different stuff that I can mash down. But the variety is just not going to be there. You're going to be stuck for weeks, months in these stages, eating very little, drinking a lot of broth. Broth I thought would be very good because it's like, chicken noodle soup. I love that broth. It tastes really great. But so we bought a bunch of broth and it was disgusting just by itself. I wasn't expecting it to be like that. So there's going to be a lot of trial and error. There's going to be a lot of things that sit well with you, and there's things that aren't going to sit well with you. You're going to be able to eat eggs for a little bit, but then you might start getting nauseous eating eggs. There's just a lot of trial and error, like I said. You're just going to have to get used to the process. You're going to have to get used to eating a lot of the same things over and over. For the first 2 weeks after my surgery, I was eating mashed potatoes and cream of wheat, and that's what I ate every single day, along with my shakes. And that's just what you're going to have to get used to, and you're going to get some food fatigue. And you just need to be prepared for that after your surgery. I'm going to try to eat a few more bites of this. I don't want it to go to waste. But be prepared. If you have to cook, or if you have someone cooking for you, just let them know that you appreciate them. It's not their fault. You're just going to get tired of eating just plain egg every day. I don't know if I can add some ketchup to it. I was looking it up, and they said mustard is the best condiment and not to do ketchup, because ketchup, even if you can get a sugar-free version, it has high fructose corn syrup in it. And ketchup or any kind of tomato-y type of product is going to wreak havoc inside your stomach, because it helps promote acid, and you don't want any more acid than is already going on in your stomach after surgery. So I can't add ketchup. I can't really add cheese at this point, so it's just a plain egg, and it's hard to do every single day. So I'm not trying to complain. I hope that you are more prepared for your surgery. If you have any more questions about this, again, please subscribe. Please leave a comment. I'd greatly appreciate it, and I want to help you out as much as possible. even if you get something like that, maybe eat it slowly, eat a few bites, just kind of wait a little bit, eat a few more bites. Maybe try to mix and match what you're having, so you're not having the same thing every single day. Like, instead of eating tuna and an egg every day for a week, mix it up. Have some chicken noodle soup. It's got to be blended really well, so there's no large noodle pieces, so it's got to be really blended. But have some chicken noodle soup, have some cream soup, have some vegetables. Just mix and match every day, so you're not stuck eating the same things. And if you don't really like anything that's on the food list, then you're probably going to be in a lot of trouble, because that's all you're going to be able to eat for the longest time. Hopefully you get a manual like this from your doctor. It'll tell you everything that you can eat along the way, along every stage of the process. And just keep thinking about, here's the biggest thing for me, thinking about, okay, just a few more weeks of this, and then I can have more soft foods, and that incorporates more foods into your diet. And then a few more weeks after that, you're just trying to get your stomach healed. That's all you're trying to do, is wait till your stomach is healed, and then you can get to a more normal type of eating. But hopefully you don't go back to fast food. But anyways, that's my video for today. I hope it was educational for you, and I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. God bless you. Bye-bye.